Roger and Thomas had known each other since the university days. They both loved science and even looked alike. After their studies, they decided to go into business and succeeded. There was never any disagreement between them. They both got married and had children. Roger had a daughter named Samantha, and Thomas had a son named John. Samantha and John had been friends since childhood. When they grew up, their parents sent them to study abroad, but they entered different universities and rarely saw each other. However, their friendship did not end. Their parents dreamed that it would grow into something more serious and their families could intermarry. To speed up the development of their relationship, they invited their children to spend the weekend in a summer house on the lake. In this wonderful place, the young people finally realized that they had long been in love with each other. 6 months later, John proposed to Samantha. To celebrate this event, the parents rented a yacht. However, in the midst of the party, John went to fetch a bottle of champagne and slipped on the wet deck. He fell down and immediately felt a sharp pain in his lower back. For a long time, he was lying there, trying to get up, until Samantha found him. When the parents realized that the situation was serious, they immediately rushed to the shore, where an ambulance was already waiting for John. At the hospital, it turned out that the young man had a compression fracture of the spine. This meant that he became disabled and would have to spend the rest of his life in a wheelchair. John fell into a depression. Besides, he continued to experience severe pain. Samantha tried her best to support her fiancé. However, he did not want to become a burden for the girl and decided to call off the engagement. "Samantha, I will remain disabled. I want you to live the life the way you want. I want to free you," he told the girl. When she heard this, she began to cry. She tried so hard to ease the pain of her fiancé, and all this time, he was thinking only about how to get rid of her. Without a word, Samantha left the room. The next day, she did not come to visit John. Then the young man realized what he had done. He did not want to lose his loved one and decided to act. He began to look for clinics where he could be helped. After 5 days, he found doctors in New York who were ready to treat him. Before leaving, he plucked up the courage to call Samantha. "I'm sorry, I was a fool. Will you agree to marry me no matter what?" John asked the girl. "Yes," she answered decisively. They immediately set a date for the wedding. In New York, doctors performed a complex operation on John, followed by a month of intensive care. When the young man returned home, he could already walk a little. However, he did not tell Samantha about this, as he wanted to surprise her. On the day of the wedding, the girl was waiting for her fiancé. When a car stopped near the house, she ran out to help John. But when she saw that he was coming out of it by himself, she started crying with joy. John hugged his beloved. They had a bright future ahead.